what are some of the biggest challenges you've faced when adapting to the hand control technology that you use to drive the car?
Well, for me, actually, I kind of took to it quite well because I had an accident when I was 16. So I wasn't driving yet, and I didn't get, in the habit of using pedals. So
Yeah.
I kind of came from, eventually passing my driver's license, using some hand controls. And then when I got into a race car,
Thank you.
they were almost a lot more intuitive because obviously I've got absolutely everything on my hands because it's made for racing. So, it's performance level. And the team have developed such, incredible controls for me to use. It was pretty like, I took to it like a duck to water, really. It was quite nice. But I think the hardest thing was with racing, obviously you've got a lot of things that the car is feeding back to you. For example, ABS on the brakes. When you push the brakes down, you'll get some feedback from the road underneath you. Whereas with the hand controls, everything's just on flapper paddles. So I have to really gauge what the car's doing just by feel through my body, not through kind of the pedals. So I think that's the biggest thing I've had to overcome, and just driving in a different style to the average racing driver. And I'm still trying to learn and pick up time here and there, but it's going really well, and the hand controls are great.
And can you guide us through the process on how you use these controls when driving the car?
Yeah, of course. So I've actually do have a wheel somewhere. You can do a separate piece if you want, but basically on the right side we've got a paddle on the back of the wheel, which is accelerate. On the left we've got brake, and then on the face of the wheel we've got two switches, which basically I can shift gears up and down with. But yeah, I can get you a wheel that we can take out one of the cars and take a little.
Yeah, we can show that in a second. So what does a typical race day look like for you from the preparation to crossing the finish line?
So for us, it's kind of, we have from Thursday to Sunday is, we're at the track, and Thursday is when kind of we need to get into race mode. Thursday and Friday are test days, so practically just practicing and making sure the car's all good. Once that's all over, we feed back to the mechanics and to the engineers, tell them what setup needs to be on the car, what needs to be changed. And then when everything's all set up, we've got race on Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, and we've got qualifying in the morning to qualify where we are on the grid. And once that's done, we've got race one in kind of the mid-afternoon. We'll do that race. Say we qualified second and finished first. We'll go into the next race at the front of the grid, or if we finish last, we'll be at the back of the grid, and then we'll do that last race. So it'll be 2 podiums of the day, and so far we've been on every podium. So
wow,
it's been nice. Yeah.
Do you have any music that gets you in the mood for the race, or?
Yeah, I've tried a whole bunch of different things in preparation for the race. Just sometimes I like to just surround myself with people and just get my mind out of the being stressed for the race and thinking about all the different bits. But then I've also taken myself away, just listen to my favorite music, had a really quiet time, sit in the car for a while, kind of get in the mode of what you're about to do. And still, I'm not really sure what I prefer, to be honest. It kind of depends on the day. I feel like if I'm left by myself a bit too much, I'll overthink. So yeah, it's quite hard, but some chilled out music is usually pretty good. But if I want to get myself pumped up a bit, then I like a bit of,
Can you share any memorable moments that you've had while racing with Team BRIT?
Definitely a few weeks ago, or a few months ago actually now, my first win with the team.
Wow, well done.
Thank you very much. That was incredible. First win with the team, it was like electric. Just coming back to the pits and everyone being massively happy with you, and it's a whole team effort. I mean, having to come in for pit stops and making sure that the whole crew gets everything done, in time, we can get back on the track without losing any positions. So it's incredible. But I think another highlight has definitely been going to actually having testing in Portimao in Portugal at the beginning of the season, and going abroad with the team and just racing on such an incredible track. with all the F1 boys and stuff like that. So that's
Nice.
brilliant.
What are your future goals with Team BRIT or with any other racing teams?
I think personally for me, GT3 is the pinnacle of what I'd love to be racing. At the minute, our car's about GT4 pace, and then the jump to GT3 is like F2 to F3, F2 to F1. So yeah, we don't have a GT3 car yet. We'd need about, at least $1 million just to even get into racing GT3. But yeah, we've got our eyes on GT3 racing, and as a team as a whole, we'd want to be the first kind of all-disabled team to compete in Le Mans, and hopefully eventually get a win there.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah.
Well,
Brilliant.
thank you
Thank you very
for
much.
being here.
Yeah.